What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Listen. I am a little kind of upset because BT, this is If Loving You Is Wrong, okay? Two different channels. But let me just tell you how dumb BT is. I'm sorry, I just have to rant for a second. So y'all know it's Gucci Mane and Keisha wedding tonight, right? They already married, bitch. They got the reception and shit on Snapchat. Now I'm sitting here thinking like a whole bunch of other people that when BET said this gonna be the main event and it was showing on 10/17 because we all know that was the day. I'm thinking that this is the, actual live thing and that's it. It's just gonna be a one night special. Now, bitch, it's leading up. They gonna show the wedding tonight, I guess, which is probably on right now, which I'm finna go watch in a little bit. But it's also a series, so this is episode 1 and it's a 10-part series. I said, wait a minute, BT, you're dumb as fuck. All right. I mean, unless you really, really, really care to see what's lead up to the goddamn wedding, people ain't gonna watch after that, or if they do, it ain't gonna be that many. You should have put this series on the beginning like 2 months ago, and then be the season finale, episode 10, be the actual wedding date, on the date, live, and all that shit. That makes sense, right? Today. But this is where you need Mona Scott, okay? Mona Scott would have had this shit done fucking right. But anyway, congratulations to Keisha and Gucci. Moving on from that, If Loving You Was Wrong, y'all. So we pick up where we left off last week, and that's where Randall's staying, Alex and Marcy at the hospital. Alex is like, Randall was like, tell me what. Okay, Marcy is trying to talk some shit, and Marcy trying to act like he's not gonna shake her. But I will say this, even though Marcy is kind of getting on my nerves with her petty shit, but it's understandable. But I'm gonna say this. Marcy's character has grown, okay? Because she used to be a weak bitch, in my opinion. She used to let people talk to her any type of way in season 1. We in season 3, she done got cheated on. She done had, her man had a baby on her and all that shit. She pregnant as fuck right now. And she just don't give a shit, okay? She in this petty ass vindictive mode. She don't care what. Fuck your feelings, okay? Because you didn't give a fuck about mine, so fuck your feelings too. I said, all right, Marcy. Marcy looking at Alex like, bitch, I wish you would open up your motherfucking mouth and say anything to Randall about anything that you know about me. Okay, I will make your life a living hell. So at one point, while they going back and forth and they threaten each other, Marcy talking about, son, you do this and I'm gonna knock your ass out. Randall was like, yeah, knock me out. I want you to do it. You knew I was crazy and all this shit. Marcy knew. Bitch, Randall ain't just get like this. Marcy fucking knew. But anyway, at one point Alex was like, oh yeah, because he was figuring out like, bitch, why the fuck are you on this floor, the maternity floor? Why are you up here? And I was like, well, yeah, you want me to tell him? Marcy, I'm gonna tell him. Alex was looking like, I'm finna spill your secret. And I'm sitting here like, girl, don't do this, because Marcy gonna beat your ass, okay? Marcy is really gonna beat your ass. And Marcy was looking at her like, bitch, don't let this bad hair and this makeup fool your ass, because I will mollywop the fuck out of you with your baby in your arms, okay? You better stop it. So at one point, I'm thinking, she better not open up her mouth. Alex was like, yeah, she up here trying to get pregnant, trying to figure out how she can get pregnant by Brad. But let me just tell you this, bitch. I'm going to figure out a way that I'm gonna stop this shit. I'm just letting you know that motherfucker's mine and you ain't gonna do shit else. I said, oh, okay, I see how you played that. So with with Alex putting that out there, Alex is trying to claim her stake in Brad, plus make, piss off Randall in the same way by playing with Randall and all that stuff, because he was like, so how you gonna get pregnant by Brad? Bitch, you know you can't get pregnant by me, so how you gonna get pregnant by him? All these years that we was trying, it was like, oh no, that's not it. It was not you. She said, if obviously it's not me, because you couldn't get her pregnant either, talking about Alex. I said, burn, bitch, that was a good one, that was a good one. Of course that hurt Randall feelings, but he ain't tried to play it off. But basically Alex and Marcy was ganging up on him, and he gonna say, "So what this? Y'all gonna gang up on me?" I said, "Hell the fuck yeah, bitch! It's even because you crazy as fuck. All right, we need extra amount of force to go against your crazy because you just don't give up." I said, "Ignore this motherfucker and just go the fuck away." You know, they doing this back and forth talking in the elevator as they going down, Marcy and Randall, and I'm just like, whatever. He gonna make her try to make shit hell and talking about I'm crazy. We get it. We know. Um, moving on from that, Kelly finally comes home. Justice is, with Natalie. She goes over there and she's talking to him, and Natalie is in the house and Ian is outside. And before anybody goes, we still got Justice is saying the same story about how he killed Travis. I killed Ramsey. I did all this and I did all that and I stabbed him 52 times and we got you out. She was like, you lying. I know when you're lying, Justice, okay? A mother knows her child. All right, especially if she's a single mom and she only child and all that stuff. She knows her child. All right. She was like, "You're lying. I know you are. Why are you saying all this?" He was like, "I was trying to get you out. I'm trying to get you out and see it work." She was like, "No, it didn't work. Okay, that's not the reason why I'm out." And it was like, "Well, who said this? Did you do it?" It was like, "No, I didn't do it." He broke down crying because he missed his mama. He is a mama's boy, okay, and he can't help but be one because he is the only child and the only parent that he's known at this moment is Kelly, the only consistent parent. His father is in jail. I don't even think he ever seen the daddy or was old enough to remember him. And the only fake daddy that he had was Travis before that bitch turned crazy. So when all that happened, she was like, wiping his tears. It was a real cute moment because it's a lot of kids out here who will lie for their parents because they don't want their parents to go. They don't want them to be without them. And so it was like, who told you this? Travis told me this. He called, he was on the phone with me and he told me everything to say. And Natalie heard him say that. They go out there and they tell Ian what was up. And I was like, see, that's fucked up. And he was feeling a little guilty about it because, he shot the gun. So he thought he was going to get in trouble with that too. And I said, kids are this is how what Travis did. Travis been grooming this child. All right. Travis is the classic predator. He groomed the fuck out of this child and made this child manipulated him so bad and so easily in such a short amount of time that you had this boy thinking that he need to take the fall for his mom. Do you know how fucked up you have to be to play with a child's psyche like that, to play with a child's mind like that? You know what I'm saying? That's just messed up. Okay. So Kelly is pissed off and she like, we're gonna have to get this motherfucker, okay? I'm just over and done with it. Are you sure that this? Yeah, bitch, she's sure, okay? I was like, if you've been watching it, somebody said, well, damn, he kind of convinced me and all that stuff when he was saying this. So I didn't know. I said, if you've been watching this shit from the beginning, all right, and you seen a relationship between Kelly and Justice, you know that was lying. You see the history between Travis. Justice was still looking up to Travis, okay? Justice would have done anything for Travis because Travis was the only man in his life like that. So, there's that. Once again, that manipulation of a child. Then we get to the fucked up part. And this is the Veronica part of the show. Well, this is one of the Veronica parts of the show. There's several characters on this show that's just like Veronica on Half and Half Nots. Meaning they get away with so much bullshit and go away unscathed all the time. And the main culprit of this is Eddie. Eddie is in this fucking interrogation room. Lamont is down there from the FBI. That's Stevenson Lucian boss, okay? They get down there, come to fucking find out. They don't break character. And shout out to Lamont for not breaking character and stuff like that. I don't think that's mine.
Alma said it's not her either.
Let me see. Just said it right there. No, that is not mine.
Miss Babies.
Take that to somebody else. Anyway, bringing shit over here. Take that shit back when we go. Anyway, what was I saying? Lamont. Lamont wasn't breaking character, wasn't trying to break his character and make it seem as if Eddie, not Eddie, because Eddie kept on saying, y'all FBI, and all this shit. And there was another guy up in there, this older guy. I think he said like one word and opened up the door and closed the door and just stood there at the same time, giving you facial expressions like, I said, is he gonna say something? Obviously not. Okay, he was atmosphere and he played it well, bitch, because I took notice. But anyway, he was doing all that, and Lamont never tried to, just went on ahead and said, okay, you right, Eddie, they FBI, I'm the head and all this stuff. No, he still made it seem like Stevens was a detective and Lucian was still a beat cop or whatever. And so come to fucking find out, it was two investigations being run by the FBI and the DEA, and Eddie is part of the DEA. Eddie supposedly is undercover trying to get into the Escada family, crime family, and all this shit. And that's what he was doing, and that's why he's acting about doing the shit that he's doing. And he was trying to figure out the cops who are killing cops, and he was turning them in and all this shit. And I'm sitting here like, so you mean to tell me Eddie wasn't the one killing the cops? You mean to tell me Eddie didn't kill or do something to Andrew? Because we still don't know where the fuck Andrew at. Andrew, I'm just gonna RIP to him because allegedly, we just don't know where the fuck that nigga at. All right. He got shot in the middle of second season. All right. And we still don't know where he at. Mind you, he got shot in the fucking shoulder. Okay. I mean, bullets travel, but goddamn, where's Andrew? You done killed him. Okay. And now we suppose you want us to sit here and believe that Eddie ain't had shit to do with it. And he just an undercover agent. I was with Lucian, bitch. I'm not fine. I'm not buying this shit. Lamont said, because Eddie just walked out clean, clear, and free. And was like, you just gonna have to go back to the station and act like nothing happened. Can y'all pull it off? Lucian was hot, okay? Lucian said, okay, fuck it, we gonna do that. But, this bitch, I didn't see him do so much fucked up shit. Okay, where is Ben? Where is Andrew? We still don't know about this stuff. It was like, well, yeah, we know he bad, but he gonna get his, but, this shit comes first. I said, that's so fucking messed up. And then this bitch goes over to Esperanza house. All right. Because apparently, he was like, bitch, you can tell taking a shower. Taking a fucking shower. Um for somebody so goddamn racist, you got tribal tattoos on, and I'm pretty sure you're not from nobody's tribe. But anyway, I'm just it just threw me off. I said, look at your contradiction all on yourself. Okay. But what was this? Anyway, so when that happens, Esperanza like, who the fuck in here? Eddie, why you here? How did you get out? Um, all this stuff, and he was like, they can't hold me, Teflon Don, and all this shit. She was like, I told you not to come here. You tell me that all the time, but this my house because my name's still on the deed and all this shit. And I guess the only way Esperanza could really get back at him was to flush the toilet and make the water turn cold or hot, whichever the fuck. I don't know, girl. I mean, I guess that jumped him out the shower so you can see his dingling. That's what he wanted. That don't phase him, and they going back and forth, and it was very tiring because their whole situation is, eh, Esperanza, you act like you don't want him, but you still want him. You like this just as much as he do. That excites you. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It excites him because she should have been had them the locks changed. Okay, if he was holding this house over your head, you could have found a way so you can get out of this fucking house and go somewhere else so that you won't have that over your head and be bothered with him. You could have taken it to the court and you could have did a whole bunch of stuff, but you have yet to do that with Eddie. Granted, Eddie might say fuck it anyway and still do the same thing, but you still haven't taken the steps to say, Eddie, I'm tired of your ass. I'm doing this, doing that, making sure your bases are covered to make him know that I'm not fucking with you like that. So she took that gun and said, bitch, I'ma shoot your dick off if you keep playing. Oh, you always doing this and you always threatening. You ain't gonna do shit, bitch. I don't know if he tried to touch her or some shit like that. She fired off a couple of shots and he got a little spool running out the bathroom, bucket ass naked. She fired again. He goes out the house and she was gonna say something. Ooh, that Latin blood gets me all hot. I said, anyway, that was that. So we get, Marcy showing the house to Ian and, giving him a rundown about that. He was talking to Larry, Marcy did call Larry and tell him what was up and what happened with Randall and how she saw him. Randall was supposed to meet up with Larry later on for some drinks. Remember, that's what they planned last week. Okay, so they was about to do that, and he gives Randall a fucking call and tell him, we still meeting up. It was like, yeah, everything good. But before we go, let me just let you know that Marcy came to see me and she wanted me to represent her in a divorce. I mean, did you say no? I mean, you my friend, so you supposed to say no. He said no. I said I would. He was like, you know what? Fuck you, nigga. And don't ever call me no more. I said, Larry, now why the fuck would you do that? Larry is on some dumb shit and some scary shit. I said, everybody's scared of Randall. Why would you do that? That's dumb, okay? You could have waited and for him to say, well, you my friend, Randall, when he called the first time, the very first time Larry called you, you didn't even recognize his voice nor his number. So some friend of yours he is, huh? You ain't no good friend either. So that shit didn't sell. And I'm like, now he finna start some trouble with Marcy and shit. It's just gonna be a fucking mess. This shit that he was doing with Brad, um, he put up a floodlight. My neighbor in the back got a floodlight out there, okay? And it's directly over his yard, and he has cameras out there too. So, I see you, bitch, okay? Because some shit be happening out here. And that's fine because it's not directly over here in my house. And I have a window that's up there I ain't got no curtains up there, okay, up on that. And it's like this little small window, okay? But soon as you come out my room, you can see it and you can see in if you want to. But, you know, even though the floodlight is not directly on my window, it comes in sometime, but it's not that big of a deal. But this motherfucker, so I know how powerful a floodlight is. This bitch got it trained into their house, Brad's house. At this point, after Marcy get through with him, convinced him about a house, was about to talk to the broker about it, was on the phone with him. She in the car. This whole scene, Marcy was me, okay? Marcy ass was me because, bitch, I can't stand your ass. Brad, you fucking around with this bitch, okay? So, if you would have stayed away from her, you wouldn't have to go through this, let Alex go through this shit. But since you doing all that stuff, I'm gonna sit here and watch both my niggas go ahead and duke it out, okay? I can't stand one, but another one needs to be taught a little lesson or whatever. But I know he gonna come up out of this. That's what Marcy was thinking, okay? She knew Brad was gonna get that ass if he had to. So she's sitting out there just looking, and Brad had noticed when he was doing something in the kitchen. Bitch, what the fuck? He come outside and said, "Why you got this light on my house? Why you got it trained into my bedroom like that? And then a camera. You gonna put a security camera too? Like you really gonna make me beat your ass? Okay? You doing all this stuff to piss me off?" I said, Brad, my whole thing is this. Brad and Alex, you guys are both dumb. Okay? Natalie, let me go back. Natalie, you dumb as hell too. You should feel like shit for thinking that Justice really did kill that boy. Like, come on, you was acting out. I said, girl, come the fuck on. But anyway, back to this one. Brad and Alex, y'all dumb as shit. Y'all really, really dumb because you don't understand and know by now that Randall was doing all of this stuff to get a reaction out of you because it is a high for him. It gives him excitement to see you squirm, okay? So why don't you just ignore him as much as possible until something permanently happens to him? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want to put them floodlights. I'm not gonna come out here and talk to your ass, all right? I'm not gonna do all this stuff. I'm not gonna entertain your bullshit. You know what? Yeah, I may have to spend a couple of change or whatever. I'm gonna go get some black curtains and I'm gonna go or some darker curtains and I'm gonna just cover shit up. And then I'm gonna put a blind up there. Get some blinds or whatever, and close that shit up. And there you fucking go. And you ain't gonna see that light come through your fucking house at night when you going to sleep or whatever the fuck, okay? You ain't gonna see it. And if you want to record me, bitch, you can record me going about my day and doing all that I'm doing with my motherfucking wife and with our family, the family that you don't have, okay? That's what you can do, you know. Why entertain his bullshit? I just don't understand. So after that, Randall was talking some shit And he was like, "Yeah, you want me to you wanna fight so I can sue your ass, so I can call the cops and all that stuff." And then at this point, Brad was over. Brad went over there to that motherfucking ladder that Randall was on and pushed that thing, and Randall fell on the floor. He probably fucked up and fractured a couple of ribs or bruised it. He was saying that he couldn't breathe, and I said, "I know you're not about to cry." He was like, "Oh my God, I can't breathe." I said, "That's what you get, bitch. That's what you get." Marcy was in that car dying laughing, and that was me. Okay. Marcy drove the fuck off and said, "That's what the fuck you get, bitch. You ain't shit." Okay. And people tired of your shit, and just drove the fuck off. Then ain't nobody go call the cops. Everybody just went back to doing what they had to do. I said, "Brad, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing." Cause I swear, I thought when he moved that ladder, he went up there to take the light out. And he went up there and he took the security camera down. I swear to God, I thought he was about to take that ladder and let it fall on him. He said, "Well, fuck it, bitch. You gonna call the cops, okay? So you might as well just get the most out of the damage, okay? So hey, it is what it is." Of course, he gonna say he wanna sue and bring the cops over and bring the ambulance and all that stuff, giving Brad name. Brad don't give a fuck, okay? But that basically was the episode. It was like a filler episode. Um, they need to pick it up because like they need to tap these storylines. I need to know where Miss Tilda at, okay? Queen Pen Tilda, okay, where Claudia at. We still need to understand what the fuck. If Miss Diane got some shit in this stuff, where's Miss Diane? What's going on with Terrell and his parole? Okay, is that the last time we gonna see him? What was that Brad buried up there? We still don't know what that is. Nobody ever touched on that again. So, it's still a lot of unanswered questions and I need them to ramp this up. But, y'all tell me how y'all feel and I will see you guys later. Peace.